Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 4.25.
And I'm Jessica.
And you're what?
Jessica, I don't have.
I know who you are, but who's that?
Johnny 4.25.
Okay, why?
15% went to taxes.
That's it?
I figured I'd keep it short.
Happy Tax Day.
Happy Tax Day tomorrow.
If that's a thing. Anybody happy about taxes? Anybody come out with a good refund?
Yeah.
No. If you did, let us know. # Geeks Corner and
Just tweet us your social security number, your zip code,
and just send us
your
the
last
refund
name.
while you're at it, so
Yeah.
we can put chairs on this half of the set that you can't see.
Tweet us your refund. No, that's not a good idea ever in
What do you mean
America.
it's not a good idea? It's a great idea. Just like we have another great idea. Today they announced a bunch of things for Disneyland's 60th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
And so they had a great idea for what to do with Mickey and Minnie's costumes. So take a look at what their new costume looks like. Hey, one person left. That's great. Let's show what it really looks like. What do you guys think of the new costumes? Oh, it just got really quiet here. Beautiful.
The first,
Minnie's is better?
Yeah.
when it first went up, it was so negative. Because that's
Waka waka.
so
So
negative is the
we
term.
have all the coverage on all the announcements today at Disneyland about the 60th anniversary. You can go to dapsmagic.com and click on that big hashtag Disneyland 60 thing and see all that. There's food and merchandise and all that jazz that
and all that jazz.
we would talk about in the show, but all the announcements just happened today and we picked the show yesterday. So that's just not fair to us, right?
Yeah.
And also all those times where they make the announcements on Wednesday morning, and I'm like, dude,
Too late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
too late to be on our show, Disney. You gotta be more on your game, or else we're not.
This
gonna
is
cover it.
Geeks Corner.
Yeah, if you want to be covered by the most prestigious geek Disney talk show on the YouTube, then you got to get your news in early. Disney.
Yeah.
Looking
So
at you, mouse.
so is anybody tweeting at us yet? I know Amanda's at the Mariners game tonight. She thinks she's watching the Dodgers, but really she's watching the Mariners. And she told me she's rooting for them too. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not.
The
But,
Dodgers, the Mariners.
poor Johnny 5 got downgraded, I see.
What? I didn't get that.
You have to look on Twitter. Let's move right along. This week also came out of Variety, I believe, that they are continuing to cast Beauty and the Beast. And the most recent casting, everybody I've talked to has come. It's ended up with interesting conversation. We were talking about it this morning. You were talking yesterday, Monday, whatever it was.
Yesterday.
Anyway,
Thanks for that
they've
effort.
cast Cogsworth
Mm-hmm.
in Beauty and the Beast, the live action one, and they decided to use Gandalf.
Mhm.
So
Sir Ian McKellen.
Sir Ian McKellen as Cogsworth.
So review.
Yes,
We have-
please.
We have Emma Watson as Belle.
Okay.
Who was
Emma Thompson,
Emma Thompson as Mrs. Potts.
correct?
Ian McKellen as Cogsworth. Who was Luke Evans?
Sure,
Is Gaston?
that might be right. I don't have
Is
the
that-
article open in front of me.
Yes, someone not. Okay.
Roger, that's your job. Come on, you're still our guru.
Am I wrong, or is Beauty and the Beast French?
Yes.
The story. is
Wait, if you're gonna
French.
say this, I want to hear it in a French accent.
The story is French, and none of the actors are. They are all English pig dogs. You wanted it.
And how long have you been speaking French?
Oh.
What time is it now? That joke. We'll go on. I'll talk about that in a minute. I can't go there yet. So Ian McKellen as Cogsworth. Does anybody else think that's weird? He should be Lumiere. That's what we were talking about this morning.
Yeah, but I think it will work if we have Patrick Stewart as Lumiere.
I said the same
So
thing.
cute.
Thank you. Yes, you have to have them as a pair. They are besties. Picard and Gandalf need to always.
And that would be a fantastic meme. I mean, there'd be thousands of them that would come out of that movie because you'd have
Right.
them acting together in a movie.
There already
Yeah.
are memes of them together, just hanging out. They were
I
in,
know, but
Waiting
they
for
wouldn't
Godot
be.
together.
But they wouldn't be dressed on the big screen in. I don't know
How
what
are
does
they
a
going to
clock
be-
person wear? Like, how are they going to make?
Well, that's what's going to be
Is it going to be
interesting.
CGI?
Are they going to be the actual things?
I
or
didn't
gonna
even
be
think of that.
people?
There's the Broadway costumes.
Can you imagine Ian McKellen in that big like? I don't think he's. How old is he? Anybody know?
I don't know, but Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen have been in a movie together. They were in X-Men.
Yeah, I know, but that's different.
I know it's different.
That's
but
not-
they have done it.
Those
It
are
happens.
cool costumes as
Yes.
opposed to ridiculous
As opposed to whatever this
French,
is going to turn into.
whatever
And
things.
Josh Gad is going to be LeFou.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
we're just adding to the
Josh
mayhem.
Gad and Ian McKellen are going to be in a movie together. Just let that
So
sink
what
in.
we're saying is this could very well be the best Disney movie ever made.
Could be. Or it could.
And
Completely
don't forget, it's
explode.
also a musical.
It is.
Alan
Oh.
Menken is coming back to write new music for it, right?
Yep.
Yes.
2 new songs, 3 new songs.
And out of everybody named, I'm most confident about Josh Gad.
Have we ever? Yeah. Have we ever heard Ian McKellen sing?
I'd like to point out that Patrick Stewart sings.
He does sing. He sang
He
in
could
Star
totally
Trek.
rock be our guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Who
that.
can do a Patrick
So
Stewart?
cute.
Who
I'm
can do a
listening to it in
Patrick
my
Stewart
head.
impersonation? Anybody?
No.
Oh,
Please, you know I can't do impersonation. But
Come on, Tyler.
No, not touching it.
Someone on the internet get that
Not
all
it.
together through Star Trek.
Ian
footage.
McKellen is 75. He'll be 76 on May 25th.
So he's probably the age that Cogsworth actually was.
Mhm.
Mikey
Based
really
on-
like he
Just
says.
gonna leave it right there.
Well, I started reading Twitter.
Hundreds of years old?
Um,
Isn't the castle like really, really old?
Ancient.
he was a
That's the
person before he became a clock.
And he was cursed for many, many years.
But none of they
Not
didn't
that
age
long. It was-
while they were stuffed. They didn't
Yeah.
age except the prince. Who was like
Mikey
12.
really like he says their bromance would bring an interesting dynamic to the story. It would create like a bromance within the romance.
It's always been there. Look at Lumiere and Cogsworth. They fight, but at the end of the day, they
But
love
not
each other.
nearly as interesting as Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart.
There's no other explanation of why they would continue to hang out. Just a clock and a candle. Like no.
No, and while they're at it, after Beauty and the Beast, they could go be in the reboot of Star Trek. And then they could be in it.
All of this just feels wrong and awful.
But
Resurrection.
it's no worse than anything else that's been done.
It's so true.
I think it'd be great. Mike, you really like. Did you just put that one up, Tyler?
Yeah.
This just in?
Wait.
I don't know.
Just in. Disney confirmed that they will make DAPs Magic their official source for breaking news after we did not break anything.
Oh, we broke plenty. I'll tell you about it later. I don't want you to get that later.
Should we move on?
Please.
Okay, so the Hatbox ghost is coming back to the haunted, or coming to the haunted mansion. We saw
Coming
it
back, it was there for like a week.
It
Wasn't it?
just got lost. Hey, we got a graphic. How cool are we? Doesn't show you anything, but that's
No.
great.
It's pretty.
It's a silhouette on it.
Actually, it's an ink blot, and they just want to see if you see a Hatbox ghost or if you see a butterfly.
I see a butterfly.
It's gonna be one of those things.
Butterfly.
So, what do you think about Hatbox Ghost? Anybody?
I'm so excited, but I'm also really scared for that line of how long it's gonna be.
True.
That's true.
Like, oh gosh, are they gonna have the fast passes running too? Because that'd be nice, but I doubt it.
I
It's a concern.
yeah.
Yeah.
I this will sound weird and very abstract.
What else is new?
I'm going to miss the melting clocks in the bathtub. No, I'm actually going to kind of miss the mystery of it not being there, and the fact
wall?
Oh, all
Well,
the
no, not the
speculation
wall,
and the
but, like, the
chatter among the
speculation,
fans
the-
from the last
yeah,
however
the
many years.
conspiracy theories and all that kind of stuff, and the fact that it'll actually be there. It's
Wouldn't
like
it be
it's like
funny-
reading a book and it made into a movie.
I know this isn't true, but wouldn't this be funny if, like, it comes out and it turns out it's just that graphic that they painted on a wall?
It's very vague. I don't understand.
What's that? They're always
Awkward
vague.
silence.
It's-
I
they're
was
always
just
vague.
confused what our production team's doing in the back. What are we looking at? Are we excited about it though? Beyond,
I will be interested to see it. Yeah,
okay, that's it.
yeah.
Don't care.
It's a ghost.
Okay.
Are they removing?
Here's
one of the
I was
other
gonna say, do
ghosts?
they have to get rid of a ghost then, so that there's not 1,000?
Some of the ones that are flying in the cemetery.
Okay, good.
Gone.
Well, technically, he opened the ride, so he was part of the 900.
So are we at
There's only
998 then?
998.
Well, maybe he just.
You mean they've been lying to us for 49
Well,
years
it's
or
not
59
materialized,
years?
So technically, he was still there. You just couldn't see him.
Ooh.
He's where?
He was still there. You just couldn't see him.
Oh. That doesn't interest me. But
It interests me. It's numbers. The numbers have
so
to be correct.
wouldn't it be great?
always.
I'm not going to say that. They should have Ian McKellen play the Hatbox.
Oh my
Ghost.
It's also a promo. for
No,
DVDs.
it should be voiced by Neil Patrick Harris.
It might be.
No.
You never know.
I
Because-
always thought the Haunted Mansion's Spanish voiceover should have been voiced by Antonio Banderas.
That would be cool.
That,
That
would
would
have
be
been
very.
legit.
He's got a good.
Or Ricardo Montalban.
Right, Antonio Banderas is hot.
I don't think she knows who that is.
Gone! The original.
The
He was
original
the original Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay.
Did you see the most recent Star Trek movie?
No.
You saved yourself a lot of time and heartache.
I think it'll also be interesting to see how scary the Hatbox goes. If he's scary or like more cutesy, you know, like how sometimes
Well, we have a
they
picture on
go.
our graphic for the week. Did you think that was scary?
But that was the D23 thing. Do you
Right,
think
but
it's gonna
that's
be
the,
exactly
the
it?
general. Well, it's that character. You get the gist of who he is.
How big is he gonna be? Is he gonna be in your face? Because that's a little.
Well, it's a ghost, so it can change size.
Are they going to flip off the lights as you go
Right.
past him? Or what?
Electric shocks.
Yeah. Oh! If the day that they add like buzzing seats into the Doom buggies or like 4D like experiential effects, I will never go on the Haunted Mansion again.
They don't tell you. It just
Right?
happens.
Just one day, all of a sudden, like if the seat does that Bugs Life thing.
Letting It Go 80 says the idea of the Hatbox ghost coming back freaks me out. Jason is awesome says breaking news on DAPs Geeks Corner. We didn't break this one, I promise. Ghost of Leonard Nimoy cast as Gaston. And Miss Bailey C says, to be honest, after seeing the Hatbox Ghost at D23 Expo 2 years ago, they can't tease the fans like that and not put him in. Obviously, yeah.
No, you can tease them for literally years, decades. People love it. They
It's
love
true. They're Disney fans.
Yeah.
They love to be tortured.
Yeah.
Can you just torture us a little bit more?
You know, I hear Rocket Rods is coming back.
Oh, no.
And Mikey really like you says, I think bringing back the Hatbox Ghost is great, and I think it helps bring new life to the Haunted Mansion.
New death. It's new death.
New afterlife to the Haunted Mansion.
There you go.
Because the name's in Chinese and we couldn't translate it. That's a Shield reference,
I
guys.
know it was.
Anyway,
But that's not on the script.
It's
for
not.
tonight. Well, we don't have a script. We
I
have an
added it.
outline. But script, what would we do?
I'm rewriting the script.
Let's talk about the movie next. So in 2010, they talked.
Oh, yeah.
Did you put that in?
Yeah.
2010, they talked about making a Haunted Mansion movie, and nothing's happened since then. It seems like. But 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when was that? Do you know how many weeks ago? Was it only a week ago they
Yeah.
went to Disneyland together? I thought it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Okay, Ryan Gosling and I don't know how to say his first name, Guillermo.
Guillermo
I
del
said
Toro.
it. Del Toro
Yep.
went to Disneyland together, and now it looks like Ryan Gosling will be starring in the Haunted Mansion movie, and that's the first news we've had in about 2 years, by my calculation. Because I saw 2 years ago we some guy was supposedly going to be the Hatbox Ghost, but we haven't heard anything since then. So at this rate, we should get a co-star in another 2 years, and then the rest of the cast 2 years after that. And by my calculations, by 2020, we might see a movie.
So it'll release the same year as the next Sherlock season.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Now, is Ryan Gosling, have they said if he's playing Master Gracie or if he's playing Eddie Murphy?
They haven't said anything.
Okay.
There's absolutely no official information whatsoever.
But it's still moving forward with the same director. And I remember the last time we talked about
well,
it.
so was Middle Earth for a while.
Well, true. But, I mean, it's not, oh, they've rebooted it and now Ryan Gosling is working with M. Night Shyamalan to make the Haunted Mansion.
Well, I think the whole point is they're friends, and so I think if Del Toro were to leave the project, Ryan Gosling would too.
Right. But it's moving forward with Guillermo del Toro. And
It's
that's
moving
what was-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Vancouver. I like to film up in Vancouver. Yeah.
Wish
I
they'd
don't know.
move it to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, me too. They also let's move on to something more geeky.
Sure.
Ant-Man released its first
Ant-Man.
trailer, full-length trailer this
Ant-Man.
week. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you
I
see it?
didn't see it.
You didn't see it.
Sorry.
Do you know anything about Ant-Man?
No,
Guess what Ant-Man's about?
an ant. That's
No,
a man.
You're
I don't
close.
know.
You're very close.
Give us
So it's a,
like
it's
the,
a Marvel movie.
the
What would
plot.
you
It's
guess?
a superhero.
It's a superhero. Yes.
What's the
What do you
superpower?
think happens?
I don't know.
It's an origin story.
We're testing the
Does that help?
predictability of Marvel characters.
We are.
He's gonna get his powers somehow. He's gonna go through this like disgruntled phase and find himself, and then like question himself, and then like win in the end.
That's actually incredibly accurate. Yeah, that's all in the trailer.
I think you nailed it, and
Yeah.
now you don't need to go see the movie because you just gave all the
Basically,
spoilers. But
it's a superpowered suit that can shrink a human, but increases strength. So he gets superhuman strength.
Why do
But
you
he's
want to
the
be
size of
that
an ant.
small?
well, it's ant-like strength.
So, if for those of you who don't know, it's about a professional thief who is being hired to sneak into a place and like take out the guards and steal something. They haven't made it clear what the mission is,
Uh-huh.
but it's
I mean,
a
they have,
stealth
but-
power. Well, in the trailer that I watched. So, I don't know. The guy says you need to sneak into a place and steal some stuff. Like that's the line.
Yes.
It's actually National Treasure 3.
Yes. And Nicolas Cage. No. Oh, Nicolas Cage could be in that.
Oh,
Which
man.
one? Beauty and the Beast. He could play.
What'd you think of the trailer?
I liked it. I was
Was that what you were watching?
Yeah.
It sounds really loud.
right.
It
There's
was.
a
It's
lot
gonna be a
going
loud
on in the
movie.
trailer.
Kind of reminded me of an Earth-based Guardians of the Galaxy.
A little bit.
Like it had some sort of like I felt like it's not the same.
Universe.
Right. Well, it's the
Yeah, it
same
is the same
universe.
sir.
but
It's all
it's-
connected.
Everything is connected.
It's not using space and all of that stuff, but it had the same sort of feel,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
comedy and action and
My
style.
favorite part was probably your favorite part too, which was the epic battle on the train.
yeah, I love that part. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, watch it just for that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
Because
the end,
We've
but
seen epic battles on a train before.
this was an
this was
epic
another
battle
one.
on a train.
Speaking of,
What?
Did Mikey really? What do you
I
say?
can't read.
I was not
From
sold
here.
on the idea of an Ant-Man having a movie. Then I saw the trailer. I laughed and now I'm sold. Hashtag toy trains for the win.
I
Yep.
completely agree.
Toy train, toy train,
Yeah.
toy train, toy train.
That I thought that moment made it. Also for Marvel this week, was it this week? Yeah, this last week,
Yeah.
Daredevil was released on Netflix, and we've all seen at least the first episode. We're gonna start this off by saying this is not a child-friendly show.
Not at
This is not
all.
a family-friendly
No.
show.
This
It's
is-
more of an adult show.
It is an
Yeah,
adult show. It's
It is an
TVMA,
adult show.
and it earns it. So-
I was surprised. It was kind of like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
But-
I think you, me, and Murray all had the same response of like it's just at the edge of our sensibility. Where
Yeah.
If they went any further with the
Probably wouldn't
like,
keep
violence,
watching it,
Yeah,
But I was a little bit hooked.
yeah, it's intense.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
What'd you think?
Well, I was watching it and doing other things, so there was a few times.
I think you should say it in the way you were saying it before the show,
Oh,
because
well,
that was fun.
I was watching it while I was getting ready. And so I was just like in and out of the room constantly. And then as I was like doing my hair, I was like, why do I want to speak Russian all of a sudden? And I was like, then we were talking about how there's Russian. I was like, that's what it's about. I didn't
So
even know. I didn't even notice. But from a standpoint of someone who's not like into the comic book scene and like that, I enjoyed it. I thought it was like intriguing and like everything. It is really dark. I kind of like that though. It was very like Dark Knight feeling.
Yeah.
Which I like. 'cause
That was
I
the
like it's
comment
more
I had. Is it
real.
very felt DC to me?
Yeah.
Like
It very
it's
did.
more of what I'm used. Yes, very verily. What is that? You know that movie? Very verily.
Yay,
It's an
barely
old-
yay.
There you
The
go.
Court Jester?
Yeah,
Really?
It was like it's a
Nice.
Danny Kaye movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That has a very young Angela Lansbury in it.
you're right.
But Daredevil does not. Run it
That'd
back.
be funny.
Run it back around. She's going to be in the Haunted Mansion movie. She'll be Madame Leota.
Perfect.
You heard it here first. If that happens, we broke that news.
We really need to do a headline from the future again.
Do it right now. It's up there.
We haven't looked into the future yet,
Yeah,
so
those come out very specifically.
we have to look in the future.
But yeah, it's really interesting, and I like that it is still connected. Like there are very obvious connections to other Marvel.
One, the brilliant
Events.
part about it too is they are reaching a different audience with this than some of their other lighter fare, and that's a really good way to keep Marvel relevant in the future. Because I had this random thought the other day. I was like, they've got movies picked out from now to like forever. And it's like, what if they start being boring? Like, What if they start misfiring?
They won't.
Well, and that's where things like this make me think maybe they won't, because they've got different styles and they're all focused on story, I think. And if you have a good story and you've got different styles that you're telling it, it might misfire to this demographic, but it might pull in another demographic and save itself or something. I don't know.
The hardest part for me about Daredevil is that it all released at the same moment.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that's very specific, like one episode a week, you know, and there's kind of a timeline to it. Daredevil, like, you have to make the time and figure out when you're going to watch it all. So that means there are people out there who have seen every single episode, and I've seen the first 5, and you've seen the first 1, and you've seen the first 1, and Murray's seen 5. So it's hard to be able to talk to people unless you're specifically coordinating what episodes you've watched.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to Google, like, you know, oh, I
What
think I
just
missed
happened?
something.
Yeah.
You know, what, and to get, you know,
Or
I
where
only
is
wanna
this
know
connected
the
to?
information up until episode 5. I don't want to know what happened 6 to 13. So
Right.
that's the weirdest part for me. Because S.H.I.E.L.D., I Google stuff every week. But Daredevil, I can't Google until I'm done. So
It's true. Sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a very specific problem, but it's really bothering my brain. I can't just hop on Google like, oh, I wonder what that name means in the comics.
So from what you've seen so far, do you want season 2? I'm seeing on the Twitter that it's already being requested by Mikey Really Likey.
That he does want to season 2.
Mhm.
Mikey, have you seen all 13 episodes?
It looks like it.
Okay, cool. Because I've only seen the first 5.
I'm answering
so I
for
don't
you,
know.
Mikey. Sorry.
But let us know, and then he'll update me with the truth. But it's a very intriguing character
What are you saying?
that you like, that you just outright lie about. That's what I'm saying. But
Last time we saw Johnny 5 on Geeks Corner. What?
I really like the character. I like his ejector TARDIS is from the audience.
And
I
Murray's
like his
tweeting
website.
from the back that he Daredevil is Marvel's version of mob films and shows, I think.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. You could. Everyone else is talking back. You can too.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk.
Oh,
I want the engagement.
So yeah,
Clyde
I
scored.
would be fine with it being just its own show. Speaking of seasons and
Mhm.
shows, there's been a rumor floating. I don't. This isn't even on our thing.
I don't know what's happening right now.
No,
This isn't
there's been talk about a S.H.I.E.L.D. spin-off
Yeah,
thing. That
it's
would be
unconfirmed at this point.
unconfirmed, but just like I've seen it floating around.
We're not breaking any news here
No,
because
no.
it's not news yet.
Just breaking some dishes. But like when I write the S.H.I.E.L.D. blogs, I'm going on a lot of like speculation sites. So I've been seeing stuff in forums.
That's
about-
why they're so accurate.
it is. But that's usually up.
Seriously though, read his blogs after S.H.I.E.L.D. because he usually goes really, like, if you missed anything in the show, he'll pick it up, and then he's usually got really good
I
analysis
did the novelization
most of the time.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of like Marvel continuing shows that each kind of go in their own branch direction.
And I like that
Tell
Star
their own
Wars is
story.
doing the same thing and using that continuity.
Yeah.
It's all connected, and that'll be fun to see as the future
It's a magical place.
goes forward.
All their it's a
Miss
magical
Bailey
place.
C says, overall, I like Daredevil so far. The violence did shock me as well. I still have like 3 episodes to complete, but I like it. So there we go. Final topic for tonight is actually why Jessica's here. She's just been a good sport and hung out with us for the rest of the night. And thank you. Is what was
lot of
it?
turquoise
2
on
months
your
ago?
Thanks.
3 months ago?
I don't even know.
It was a while ago. Do you remember what it was? I don't know. We're good at storytelling.
A while ago.
a
so-
while ago.
A while ago,
Sometime in the past.
4 score.
Jessica and I met up at Starbucks, and she decided to have a very uncomfortable conversation with me. And it started off with I don't want to offend you, but. And anytime anybody says that, you know it's not going to be good.
And then
But
he excused himself, got a refill on the coffee, came back. Okay, go.
I think
Pretty
actually
much,
that's what
actually.
happened.
I know you. Like, I don't know
I
either. I know this is what happened.
So anyway, what'd you say? The truncated version, because
I don't even know
You're
how
among
it came
friends.
up. How did it come up? I
you
don't know
didn't
how
like
it
the
came up.
website, apparently. I don't know.
I just thought that you could use a different look that matched more of the like core values and what DAPs stood for. And
Website.
for the website, yeah. And
Well,
the
if
website
they're
was
live
so
tweeting, they're probably watching
how
on the
how it
website.
used to look. It was so just kind of like generic and very just like minimalist. And I just thought, so, since it's a really great time that Disney's having their like upgrades at their 60th, it'd be a really great time if like DAPs rejazzed their website too.
Rejazzed.
Rejazzed.
We didn't dazzle. There's
Redazzle.
no
I
bedazzling on
wanted to
DAPs.
You ever
dazzle
redazzle
it,
machine?
but
No diamonds for us. So that led into a bunch of conversations with our team here, and we've started the process of revamping. Is that a good
Yes.
word? And
Rejazzing it.
and
Rejazzing.
rejazzing of DAPs Magic. And if you're on the site right now, you're seeing it right now. You're seeing our new logo. That's a fedora with Mickey ears behind it. That
It's fedorable.
Murray did a fantastic job with. But we also had help with Johnny and Jessica as well. And you'll see a few more changes coming as time goes by and we get better at coding.
We
And,
used Pinterest for business.
We
It was
did.
very bizarre. It was like a collaborative thing, and it was like Pinterest.
We went a lot of
collaborative.
different places that we've never gone before.
yeah.
Like
And
Pinterest.
one of the
Was it
give the
interesting?
overall idea for the theme.
So the theme was inspired by like, you're always in the dapper look.
Thank
So to take that and kind of bring it to the website and make it this very like 50s dapper day, vintage, cool vibe, and almost like as a ode to the past Disney drawings and Disneyland from that time too. So that was the inspiration of all the colors and like the retro feel and the logo.
And the cool part is we're gonna be bringing some of that feel into the set as well as time goes by. And so the same basic set will be the same, but you'll see a few changes here and there. Like my desk color might change. Little cosmetic things. We're gonna add some cool chairs we're hoping to find. I found one in a hotel and I found one in a pub so far, but they wouldn't let me keep them. So they're still
I
there.
was concerned when you said hotel. I was like,
I was concerned when you said pub.
what?
I was at a wedding reception on Saturday, and there was this awesome green chair that would have been perfect, like right here. In fact, I'd probably come
And then
out
we
and
could
read
edit
it.
it out.
Well, it
You
was
could-
a
you could
dark.
sit
It's
it.
actually just a little bit like more green than that, because that's kind
Oh,
of
so it's amazing color.
yeah. You'd have loved it. You probably would have asked to like live in that chair or something.
I one of my goals in life is to live in a chair.
Not a shoe.
No. I have, and it's nice. It filled its purpose at the time. But
Wow, we just got a graphic from Miss Bailey C that says it's all connected and how it's all connected.
yes. What?
And I'm gonna have to look
Email
later because it's really confusing.
Sure, it's my life journal.
You're saying
Is
that?
there a shirt?
So Jessica's been our right-hand person on making sure we stay true to 50th to 50s style, and we're going to continue to work on that. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been fun to see everybody pull together and throw ideas out and then throw more ideas out and like, oh, that doesn't work, and it's been a really interesting process. And but the thing I'm most pleased about is the new logo. I think is a lot of
Yeah.
fun because that's definitely like that was a group collaboration and definitely fits who we are, what we are. And no, we couldn't fit a bow tie in it. We tried because that's been the other thing I've heard.
You
But
could have put it on top of the hat, and it would have looked like the
like
mini
a
hat.
Minnie Mouse hat.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah, not.
So cute.
You could just put it on one of the ears. It's kind of off on a little angle on the ear.
Uh-huh.
Off on the ear.
No,
No, not on the
not happening.
okay.
So if you happen to know of what's the type of chair we like,
Club.
club chairs.
Club
If you
chair.
happen to find dirt cheap or free club chairs that are in recent, decent condition that happen to be in the Orange County area, tweet at us right away and we'll figure out a way
Yeah,
to go get them.
that picture. Right there.
And yeah,
That
that's
one
the
on top of
picture.
Jessica.
Thanks, Tyler.
Oh,
See if you can pick
That's
it up.
really cool. I wish I could see that far, but I need like supervision to be
I
able
thought
to.
it was going to be a picture of a club chair. Now I'm disappointed.
I,
No, that's not a chair.
I think this whole show needs supervision, but that's just me. We need supervision.
That was a joke. Jessica's like, what's going on? I don't.
I'm still stuck on Ryan Gosling on Haunted Mansion.
Why? Just out of curiosity.
It's just, what has he been in? What has he been
Remember
in
the
recently?
Titans?
No, recently.
He directed recently, didn't he? There's
What
a
has
club
he
chair.
been
Thank
in?
you. Well done.
It sounds like the club chair is talking to us. Like, hello, club chair.
The club chair is a girl.
It's Cherry. That's all right, Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
You have 30 seconds. Go.
I just see a lot of memes coming out of this. The Haunted Mansion.
Oh
This
yeah,
is like the meme.
yeah. I. What has he been in recently?
Exactly. Nothing.
Nothing.
Roger.
He's been in memes.
Well, he was Oscar nominated for something, right?
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
forgot
also
it was.
concerned. Is he just in it because he's the meme
Was he
pretty
in
guy?
the Bangladesh something?
It's good for publicity then. Like people will go see it. I mean, they went from Eddie Murphy to Ryan Gosling. No big deal.
He's this guy. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
he's
good
the meme
thing.
guy.
Canadians are.
He was in The Notebook.
Yeah, I was.
And
That's true.
Long
that was
time
like 10
ago.
years
Long,
ago,
long
wasn't it?
Time ago, yeah.
Was that 10 years ago?
Yeah. Let's not say because it will make me feel old.
His parents are named Thomas and
Is
Donna.
that them on Radio Springs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're out of time for tonight.
On that
No, honestly, there's a clock there and it tells me I'm out of time
Drive, Crazy
this week.
Stupid
So,
Oh yeah, he was in Drive.
there you go. That's more
The
recent.
Ides of March.
Okay.
The place
Anyway,
where
we are
the
running out of time, so please continue to subscribe to the channel, share it, comment, all of that stuff, because we love to hear from you. Follow us all on Twitter. It'll be somewhere you can find us. I Instagrammed earlier, and you can find us that way. So anyway, we will see you around the corner.
Geek out.